Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Wolong Fallen Dynasty on the Mysterious JG. So between videos, I looked up where to find the item that I wanted to find, which is a Dragon Vein Essence. And no, I probably would not have found it without this guide. And I think I probably missed some earlier ones too, but I don't know how to go about figuring out which ones I have and haven't already obtained. Yeah, I don't know if that's possible. Don't know if I have like records where I can go through and figure that out. But oh yeah, we leveled up off screen. I was thinking it might take a while. We had to kill like another 10 enemies or so by cycling around. But this is it here. So I wouldn't have thought you could get over here, but you can. And in here you find Dragon Vein Essence. So we'll go ahead and use that. Increases the recovery effect of Dragon Cure Pot. So we have from +4 to +5. And they're going to be beating up on the Sun brothers. I don't think I'll change my wizardry spells. We've been using these for the whole level, as a matter of fact. I will confess, while looking for a fact on how to find the Dragon Vein Essence, I've learned that the boss we're about to face is immune to the metal element, which basically means poison craps out. So I'm going to stick with what we're already using, and hope for the best here. Let's see what's behind door number 8000 here.
Well, Tiger Sunshine, care to join me now? Tempt me all you may. I will not join forces.
Hear about them? That's the way they always draw Doc Yao. It's just like a weird, yeah, like they always draw us like a little schoolgirl.
Too bad.
Oh, he didn't kill her. Well, why are you mad? He didn't kill her. You should totally be happy. So Huangzhu is referenced in this level, but the Taoist in black kills Sun Jin, or rather turns him into a demon. Yeah, they always give her these little... There's usually some red in it, but I guess she doesn't look like a schoolgirl. Other than, did she have like pigtails or something? She has pigtails in a bunch of the games. She's got these, yeah, she has kind of ribbons on the side. That's what's going on. Game hasn't given us the option to get character models of other people either.
Is that you?
Daddy! I guess Dad turned into a tiger. That should be handy. Should make it easier to win future fights. Are the Sun brothers going to help me with this? That would be interesting. Alright, so we have to try to set a tiger on fire here, I guess.
Father,
oh, they are going to help.
your senses. Sorry, Dad. You know I never hold back.
All right. Unless this guy's got multiple forms, it seems to be going pretty easily so far. I'm a little nervous about how simple this has been. Yeah, that was it, huh? Okay. Didn't even lose his Sun brother. That seemed like a boss where you just wanted to be aggressive, I guess. Because I wouldn't have gotten glorious victory unless the level was done. I would have gotten... Yeah, that was really surprisingly simple. Unless we're about to get another boss fight.
Disobey me. Take heed for when the time comes for you to answer. You bastard!
How dare you question my parentage? But the Sun family medallions will restore Sun Jin to humanity for a final moment with his sons, or no? No, we're extracting his tiger spirit so that we can use it ourselves, I guess. Yeah, so Sun Jin isn't killed by... He's killed by an archer ambush, so that's a reference to the novel. But it's archers who are zombie archers commanded by the Taoist in Black.
To bloodlust.
And then, in sacrificing his life, he set an example for all Swen descendants to follow.
Turn into a tiger and get murdered by your own sons.
Not to give succor to the evildoers.
Sucker.
We are to strengthen ourselves, and one day, bring order to this land.
Sure you are.
Your claws are not those of the tiger like ours.
However, we
Kit
want you
Kat
present
claws.
as we set off.
And sail towards a bright future, as kings overseeing an era of prosperity for all.
So why are you saying I don't have tiger
Our
claws?
ships
What's
held
that
adorned
about?
By that liar Taoist's severed head.
Why is he a liar? He told us that if we don't join him, he'll murder us. That seems to have been true. Like, I mean, he doesn't seem like a very trustworthy, nice guy, but he hasn't literally lied to us. He's basically like, I'm evil and will murder you, and that's what he's setting out to do. Anyway, we have absorbed tiger power, so now we got a tiger in our tank. And it's centered right on the crotch. I guess it's a little above the crotch.
Clearly, when my attention has been elsewhere, you have surpassed me.
You're talking to me, right? Not this. No, they barely did anything.
Grow strong. And
Continue to provide alternate targets so the protagonist can inflict all the damage.
Calm and collected. And Bofu,
That's me.
you are just like me.
A dumbass, you will be
Always
murdered.
reckless. That man
Who, me?
must be stopped.
Oh, hopefully you don't mean me then.
Dad! Father!
Yeah, Sun Tzu, I mean, this is a sad scene. I don't know why Doc Yao doesn't get a cameo here, but okay. I guess Show Yu hasn't been a character in this yet. He'll probably show up in like a DLC or something. And it's weird that we're cosplaying as Cao Cao in all these story scenes. What up?
She's infiltrated Dongzhu's forces alone.
Okay, cool. That means I don't have to deal with them.
To Meiwu Fort.
No, I'm busy dealing with the Sun stuff. They really need my help right now. We've been bestowed with the protection of the divine beast by who due to our strong bonds. It's like, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'd like to join you there, Zulu C, but the thing is, the Sun boys, they really need my counsel right now. It's a very emotional time for them. They need someone with words of wisdom like me, the mute guy. We have received the following awards. Okay. I was not expecting that boss fight to be quite that simple. I was saying in the last video, like, oh, it's not that much point getting 25 spirit or fortitude or whatever, because unless you went on the first try, you basically have to get good enough at the boss to beat it with 20 fortitude anyway, because that's what you default to when it beats you on your first attempt and while you're still learning its attacks. But that thing might have been really hard if we didn't have allies, because part of it is just anytime you're fighting with allies, you can take advantage of the fact that the enemy will occasionally be attacking them and not you. It's the same reason I hate fighting against multiple enemies in these games, or these boss fights where you're outnumbered. Because like every time you try to land a hit on an enemy, somebody comes and hits you from behind. You can never find. It's like the fuck. You know what it is. You know what it's really like. The ultimate video game reference that everyone will get. It's like those two ladies. It's the two ladies with bow staffs and skin tight shiny black outfits who fight you in Bruce Lee. Legend of the Dragon, whatever it's called, the terrible SNES fighting game where you can only play as Bruce Lee and there's only like 7 stages, but it's still really fucking hard. Yeah, it's like those two. It's a really frustrating fight when you're outnumbered 2-1 in what's basically a Street Fighter clone. I guess the game continued on while I was prattling. Yes, Dongju's a little more threatening than the one from Dynasty Warriors. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I was thinking she was going to turn out to be Diao Chan, but it makes a lot more sense now. I guess I'll wait till the cinema's over to talk more about Diao Chan, but... Oh. I don't know, with that much clothes on, does she really look that much better than any of the other ladies? I guess they have masks over their faces so that she can be the star. Check me out, I'm different. There's all the other dancers in Dongju's court, and then there's me. Weirdest WWF/E intro ever for Double J Jeff Jarrett, who before he came to the ring, the PA would announce there's all the other superstars in the World Wrestling Federation, and then there's me. Yeah, my ding dong's not going to work unless I have more booze.
Wonderful display. Tell me your name.
Tell me who your daddy is. Oh wait, I think I know your daddy. Isn't he like a guy who wants to overthrow me?
Diao Chan.
Thought it was something else, isn't it? Why are you using an assumed name if I wouldn't have recognized your real name anyway? It seems like a pointless exercise. Anyway, so she's not our love interest because you could be playing this game as a female. Not that you couldn't be, you know, lesbians or something, but like, yeah, like they have given up since the original Neo when they decided to go with completely mute protagonists instead of Irish protagonists who don't talk very often. They've kind of given up on you having love interest, but she's been positioned as our ally for all along. You know, for what am I talking about? I was going to talk about Diao Chan. Okay, well let's. So we had a boss fight early in the level and like cleared out the boss faster and more effortlessly than I had expected. I need to get to the first flag so that we can back off and... Oh, well, you're probably not an enemy. You're probably a plot person, aren't you? Yeah.
I came here with Hong Jing as we continued our search for elixir.
We tossed a coin and it was decided that she would dress as a sexy dancer instead of me.
I would like you to sneak in, find her, and bring her back.
So I can punish her for taking the initiative and doing stuff without my orders. I don't know why I'm talking like this now. Anyway, we can now travel to another battlefield. A new battlefield is now available. So the Tyrant's Final Banquet. So I'm guessing the boss of this level is going to be Dongjuo. Just throwing that out there. Wild guess. But the Tiger's Loyal Subjects is a mission that is available. Word for the future of the clan. Retainer Cheng Pu requested a duel to sharpen his martial prowess. Nearby Sun soldiers got wind of this and began gathering around for piece of the action. Both Cheng Pu and the soldiers are warriors through and through. Despite their seniority, continue to fight at the vanguard of any skirmish. This will be quite the sparring session. Okay, well we could try to do that. Wondering, so they tell you, yeah, so they show you what flags you've gathered. Ah, okay, there is a little icon here that tells you. So we missed the thing in Search of the Immortal Wizard. It looks like we missed the thing here. We got everything in Fall of the Corrupted Eunuch. These sub-battlefields are never going to have those things to find. It's only the main battlefields. So I could take it upon myself to go look for green stuff in any of these earlier levels. Although it's starting to look like Tale of Guiyuzi. Starting to look like I only missed one. It looks like there's something in search of the immortal wizard that we didn't find. And that's the battle that ended with a boss that I remember being, like, we beat it with poison, and it was pretty effective, and then finding out later that that was a boss that a lot of people have a lot of trouble with, and feeling pretty good about myself, you know, for a change. I don't know what the little, oh, golden cicada, I think is that, it looks to me like a peace sign. The far right thing, you've got these 4 symbols, and on the left, and the third from the left is green. The fourth from the left, I guess that's a symbol for cicadas, because I know we missed one in this level. I don't know what they do, though, so I'm not too worried about whether or not I found them. But okay, so like if you kind of know the code, you can figure out what you did and didn't get. I was wondering if we should go to the Hidden Valley at Mount Tai Twin Juhan, but I'm not sure that there'd be a point now because I did my inventory management already. Oh, you know what? We've got more, we do have like level 5 and 6 steel and stuff, so maybe I could power up my Cao Cao outfit here. Does feel like with this video halfway over, we probably just want to do a submission, and next time we'll start in earnest the battle to rescue Diao Chan. I'm blanking on what her name is now when she's not Diao Chan, but okay, yeah. So it's coming together a little bit. The character who was like, it's got to be somebody famous from the novel. It could be Diao Chan. There's not that many other women it could be. It's too early for Xiangjang to be part of the story, really. And yeah, it did in fact turn out to be Diao Chan. Oh, that's all right. I was going to talk about Diao Chan. Diao Chan's kind of interesting. She's kind of like the Chinese version of Helen of Troy. So women don't usually have a lot of agency in the Rance of Three Kingdoms novel, and when they do, it's usually not a good thing. They're usually like sort of dumb or greedy and creating trouble. But Diao Chan is like the adopted daughter of, is he Wang Jun? Some court official who's like not a warrior or anything, but he's loyal to the Han, and he's trying to find a way to get rid of Dong Zhuo, because Dong Zhuo was just obviously a terrible, terrible thing for the land.
My stomach's growling. Guess I best go out and hunt.
Or you could eat food. That's a thing you could do instead. All right, so this is what so this is what I've actually got equipped. So, wow, we don't have as much rank 6 leather as I was kind of hoping we might have come across. But we came across enough steel that I can upgrade my Wappet. So Heaven's Reliance. Like, I should try to upgrade whatever I currently have equipped. And I currently have Heaven's Reliance equipped. So we'll upgrade that. Wooden Poled Spear I have equipped. I have this feeling I might want to hold off because I'm probably going to come across a better weapon. Like, I put enough to make this level +5, but it's only got 3 things attached to it. Although attacks and attack, yeah, like I'm not sure. Like I might want to wait and get a better Wappet than this, honestly. So for armor, I can only pick one. So upgrading this would give us an additional 11 defense. This would give us more because it's the armor. That makes sense. This would give us an 11. This would give us, what is that? 15. So we can trade in 3 leather, rank 6 leather to get +15, +11, +11, or this, which is like 19, I think, right? 156 + 19. Yeah. So this is the obvious choice. And I don't have enough for the rest of these, but the armor is the most important thing to get upgradified. So anyway, yeah, Diao Chan, like, there's a dude whose name I'm forgetting. Oh, Diao Chan is still here. I thought you were gone. You're safe. That's good.
That big peach tree there has spiritual powers. There's an old legend about it.
That's fine. I'm just glad that you're not in danger anymore. We thought you were off someplace, you know, hanging around with Dong Zhuo on your own. Like, things could have gone really badly. Not to mention, you're gonna have to get kidnapped by Lu Bu later, right? Because otherwise, how am I going to? Yeah, like she ends up with Lu Bu. So, anyway.
Truly, it is a dark time we live in, yet the stars shall illuminate a path to peace. Perhaps you are one of those stars who will guide us.
Like Art Carney, Audrey Meadows, Joyce Randolph. Yeah, alright, whatever. How do I get out of this place again? Here we go. But yeah, there's some dude, and he's like an official at the court, and he's trying to get rid of Dong Zhuo, and he's weak. Like, as happens a lot in the novel, characters who are sad, because like outward shows of emotion, particularly sadness, are not. I don't know if it's like that in China today, but in old China, this was not frowned on the way it would be in, like, they didn't have the stiff upper lip British attitude. It was appropriate and indeed honorable for somebody to die of grief if you know, something went bad. And this guy's all weeping and gnashing his teeth because he can't find a way to help the Han. And his beautiful adopted daughter Diao Chan hears him and begs him to find a way that she could relieve his sorrows. And it's not even like sexual or weird like that. She's just like, please, there must be something I can do to help you, father. And he's like, oh yeah, shit, I know what you could do. You could like seduce Dong Zhuo and Lu Bu and turn them against each other. And she's like, I could certainly do that. And that's basically what she does. So Diao Chan is interesting because the novel is not particularly good at getting into people's heads and explaining their inner thoughts. Mostly this comes across in dialogue between people, but Diao Chan clearly plays both Dong Zhuo and Lu Bu like fiddles. And the various interpretations of her in fiction afterwards, like plays and video games, she varies wildly in character because there just isn't that much on the page. Like, she's obviously supposed to be very beautiful, but she's also supposed to be a skilled seductress, and she's intelligent because she knows she knows exactly how to play those two. And in the end, she ends up with Lu Bu, but it's also pretty apparent that there's no choice. Like, she can't. Lu Bu kills Dong Zhuo because Diao Chan basically, like, the whole thing is Diao Chan is promised to Lu Bu, and then separately promised to Dong Zhuo, so that Lu Bu, and then Lu Bu, what's her name? Her dad promises her to Lu Bu first, and then separately promises her to Dong Zhuo. And then when Dong Zhuo takes her, Lu Bu goes back to him. Is like, what the fuck, man? You promised her to me. I'm going to kill you. And he's like, you don't understand. I begged him not to take her. I told him that she was already promised to you, and he told me that it didn't matter, that you're just some punk bitch who works for him, and he could take anybody he wants. And then Lu Bu doesn't immediately betray Dong Zhuo, but then he goes to see Diao Chan, who's like weeping and begging him to save her from this ruffian Dong Zhuo, and that's ultimately when Lu Bu kills Dong Zhuo. Which is, and spoilers, I guess, but that's not how it's going to play out in this game. Obviously, it's going to involve people turning into demons and shit. But so Diao Chan is like smart and capable and stuff, but at the same time, A, she's not single-handedly responsible for the plot. It's her dad. And B, she ends up with Lu Bu, but there's no way for her to not be with Lu Bu at the end of this, because unlike some of the Dynasty Warriors games where she tells Lu Bu what was going on, and Lu Bu says it doesn't matter, I love you anyway. Like, no, she just can't. She can never tell him because he'll probably fucking kill her. Lu Bu goes on to. They don't talk about his primary wife, but he has a wife. I don't know if it's before or after. Diao Chan is a concubine, not his wife. He actually has a wife. And Diao Chan, after Lu Bu kills Dong Zhuo, she doesn't appear again in the novel until many chapters later, when Lu Bu's, you know, he's kind of got his own castle. He's trying to take over on his own, but he's about to fall. Cao Cao and Liu Bei teamed up against him, and he's trying to decide what to do, and his advisors have all these plans that basically involve not sitting where he is and waiting for them to come get him. And Diao Chan and his wife convince him that you need to stay here because if you leave us behind, anything could happen to us. So that's kind of her last appearances. She's a classic example of a guy listens to a woman and it's a terrible idea. Anyway, let's I chatted away. But no, so like there's not that much on the page. Diao Chan seems like she could be this really interesting and powerful female character in the novel. But they can't quite get it. Because she's kind of acting out a plan that was hatched by a man. She's the only one capable of doing it, but she basically gives up her freedom in order to... So, like, ultimately, she's more responsible than anyone else for the fall of Dong Zhuo, who is the most despicable villain in the book. Even though he's dead with, like... He's dead, like, 20... The book is about 20% done when Dong Zhuo dies. He's the villain of the first part of the book, not the major overall novel. But, like, the commentaries on the book made a point of, like, all the... like, Cao Cao, Liu Bei, Sun Jin, Yuan Shao, Yuan Shu, all these great heroes, Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, all these great heroes are part of this coalition trying to fight to destroy Dong Zhuo, and the only one who can actually get it done is a woman. So that's interesting. All right, so we're at Fortitude rank 20. And I guess we're just fighting some dudes.
You have the guts to challenge a servant of the JIANG-DONG tiger. Equal to your courage? I severely doubt it. I shall fight as well. I trust you will support me.
So it's a 3-on-1 fight, huh? That sounds fun.
Stuff.
You're beating me 3-on-1, and the camera is making it so I can't tell where any of you are anyway. I was really trying to deflect there, but the game just decided it wasn't the time for that. Oh, great. This is going to slow me down. My best chance to get rid of Huang Gai. Huang Gai is so close to being dead. There we go.
I was careless. Be careful with your moves.
Sure. Why, you son of a bitch!
There's energy. Two of you are making a real hash of this. Now allow me.
Now it's time for Hamdingers to attack. He's not wrong about how they fucked it up. But he is wrong about how he's going to be able to defeat the great Irish ninja samurai Chinese guy.
I'm already feeling my energy wane.
Yeah, archery is the answer.
I screwed up, huh?
Yep. Screwed up. Now you're down to... I guess I picked up all their drops automatically. They had to realize it would be kind of unfair to expect me to figure this out otherwise. Yeah, it looks like Hamdingers is the only one left to chat with. The others' corpses all disappeared. Oh, no, wait, they're still around. I just happened to beat them all clustered up over here. So I think that's Hamdingers. It might be Huang Gai. There we go. They're all still here.
Your might was almost
That's Huang Gai, of course.
to behold. It will take intense effort if I am to compete with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother if I were you. I can now call Handang to assist through reinforcements. Does that mean I have to... I'll tell you what, we're going to call it a video. I'm not sure, because I thought all those guys were available. Oh, I talked to Huang Gai at the end. I was under the impression Han Dang and Huang Gai both become allies that you can call through that mode. It's part of the DLC that I'd bought, and I just hadn't advanced far enough in the story for them to show up. Because I did briefly, and this was weeks ago, it's not fresh in my mind, look at like a sort of FAQ type deal on the allies system in this game, and they mentioned that those they seem to indicate that the two, because you get passive benefits from your allies if you have the maximum oath level with them, and I guess the passive benefits you get from 2 of the Wu heroes are better than you get from most. But I thought it was Cheng Pu and Han Dang, or maybe it was Huang Gai and Han Dang. Hamdangers. Oh, never mind. They were all unlocked. No, I was wondering about this. Hit point recovery upon fatal strike is nice. Negative effect removal upon fatal strike is nice. Range attack damage received. Well, everyone has 2 things. So have I actually unlocked these guys yet? Interesting. Sun Ce. Damage amplification. Not terrible. Spirit gain from normal attack. Spirit damage received. Oh, I think it's telling you what everyone unlocks, because this is not my current actual level with them. It's just give me the info on them. Although these guys only have 1, so that can't be right. Blue-eyed child armor? Ooh. That's weird. That's weird, dude. So yeah, we got sworn brother status with all these early game heroes, and Hong Diao Chan Jing here. Who, like, I liked having her warrior effect stuff before I realized ultimately, like, the wizardry in this game kind of makes things more interesting, but it's ultimately just not that useful. Like, the less I rely on it, the better I do. Trying to actually use any of the fucking projectile attacks, you're just begging to get slapped in the face while you stand there casting the spell. Although, you know, when it is useful, it's real useful, like that boss fight that we won that a network error has occurred. Anyway. Well, we'll call it a video here. So when we come back next time, I guess I can look up, wait, what actual heroes do we actually have? But errors keep occurring, so let's put an end to this. And when we come back next time, in all likelihood, I will go and start in on the next main story mission. See you then.